Everyone. This is Jordan Oveas, day number 284. And if it's your first time tuning in, I've been documenting my journey for the last 284 days. I'm the founder of dayNumber.io. It's a platform for early stage founders, mission driven founders to document their journey daily in an honest way and to stay visible, so that you ultimately fulfill your mission with what you're building. And also a professional magician. Been doing that for the last 23 years. And yeah, today, uh, if this video found you, if you're watching the replay on this, or you just stopped to scroll, and you're a founder, you're meant to impact billions of lives. And to do that is with the company that you're building currently. You may not think it might do that right now at this point, or it looks like nothing's really happening, or looks like things are not going your way, or you haven't gotten traction yet, but you made a commitment to yourself to know that, okay, somehow, some way, I'm gonna build something that's gonna matter. I'm gonna build something that is gonna actually impact billions of lives and also generate billions of dollars. And I believe that you can do that if you truly have that desire in your heart, to actually do that. That desire wasn't just a random desire. You might think, oh, it's programming from the system, or maybe because there's a lot of startups going from 0 to a billion very quick now. But yeah, some people might just dismiss that, and they might think, oh yeah, that's not possible for me. But for you, you landed on this video and you said, that's possible for me. I have that desire to impact billions of lives and generate billions in value or dollars. And yesterday, for myself, I had to really I didn't get so much done with what I was building. Usually when I do these videos as more of a video journal, and then I share like a lesson of like what I observed from yesterday and then what I'm going to be doing today. And the key thing that I realized yesterday is that, hang on a second, just waiting for Max here. Yeah, is that, really what I'm building is like a mirror. When you document every single day, I was listening to Jack Dorsey, and I think I said this on the stream yesterday, is that you want to document every single day. Document your journey every single day. When you do that, you're able to really reflect back on your whole journey and where you're at, who are you becoming, and what do you ultimately want. And that's why I do these, is to really hold myself accountable, and then it really shows like a visible timeline of like my behavior over time, and then where I'm going actually. So welcome everyone if you're just tuning in now. Got here my boy Maxie boy. It's finally a sunny day. Yeah, where's everyone tuning in from today? But yeah, if you're just tuning in for the first time, you're meant to be here. You might have a desire in your heart to make a difference in this world somehow, right? And you might also want to build a company, and those two can be often combined. I think even Sam Altman said this, the founder of OpenAI, who's in a legal battle right now, I think, with Elon Musk. And one of the things he said is that if you want to solve a problem in this world, and the company is the way to solve it, by building a company, then start a company. But don't just start a company for the sake of starting a company, right? Um, so that's but if you have landed on this video, you must be either building a company, or want to build a company, and then also want to impact billions of lives and potentially generate billions of value, right? So hold on one second. Oh, what happened here? Hang on a second, guys. Lost me for a second. I was like, where am I? Where did I go? What's up? Can you guys still hear me? You guys still there? Hold on one second. Gotta get a bag. Welcome, welcome everyone. Hold on 1 second. Is business. The poop. Yep, if you're eating, sorry. It is what it is. Welcome, welcome everyone. Where's everyone tuning in from today? If you're just tuning in. Sorry, one sec. Come on, Max, let's go. Max. All right. All right, welcome guys. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in for the first time, my name is Jordan OBS. I'm the founder of dayNumber.io. I've been documenting my journey for the last 284 days. And if this video found you, essentially, you're somebody who probably wants to build a company, somebody who wants to, impact billions of lives and generate billions of value. And the one thing that I got to say is start documenting your journey now. People want to see the early days of how you got started. I was actually watching yesterday this guy who made this channel, Chloe versus History, and it's an AI like historical concept channel where this guy has like a character named Chloe, and she time travels to different times in history, and it's really interesting because I was thinking, oh, there could be, you can create this in a different format where it's like you go, you take a fictional person and time travel to the early days of, like, let's say an Apple. What was it like being at Apple? Maybe you could source like documents from like and articles and the book of like staff saying this is what it was like. This is what, maybe, I don't know. There's definitely artifacts of, you know, people of how it would be like to work at a certain company and as a startup grew, right? So I think that would be pretty cool. Is like seeing like the early days of like a company, do like an AI kind of thing, and then channel that to like dayNumber, because dayNumber really is helping you create that artifact of like your daily journey, right? So that's why I do these. I mean, the only problem with doing lives is that you can't really, unless you do like an IRL stream like the whole day, you're live 24/7, then you can't really capture every single thing. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the biggest hurdles on this is unless I'm going live throughout the day, or I'm doing like a video blog where I take snapshots of what's happening, then I can't really capture everything. In a Yati, hello, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Where are you tuning in from today? In a Yati. Where's everyone tuning in from today? I'm here with my boy Max. You can see. Susi Kaniva, hey, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone. Sorry, hold on 1 second, guys. I'm back, I'm back. Sorry, welcome, welcome, guys. Yeah, so, hold on 1 second. All right, welcome back. Sorry, guys, I was gone for a little bit. Somebody kept texting me, but yeah, I'm just back. Hold on. You guys are still here? Sorry, hold on 1 second. Morning. Yeah. All right. Just back now. Gotta throw away this poop bag here. But yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in for the first time, I really I was watching. Yeah, like I said yesterday, there's a, if you guys go on YouTube, check out this person, Chloe versus History, and it's a AI generated, kind of like series where this character Chloe is AI generated and goes time travels into different parts of history, and it's really educational because it's really cool. You're like, it's kind of like you're going, um, you're seeing what it was like in those times, right? And so I was thinking of an idea where, for like kind of like a funnel. God Eater, hey, what's going on? What's up? Uh, yeah, I was thinking like, maybe I could create like some sort of character, even myself, to go in the early days of like certain companies, you know, and then the fun will be like, you direct them to dayNumber after. It's like start documenting your early days kind of thing. So welcome back. What are you up to, God Eater, today? What are you up to? What's on the agenda today? What's happening? How's Germany? I'm here with my boy Maxie. Maxie, let's go. Come on, Max. Yeah, we gotta keep going here. School today for people, so busy a little bit. What are you guys up to today? Yeah, so I think that'd be cool is seeing the early days using AI to draw people, to kind of generate some content. It does take a lot of time though, because you have to, and probably it costs money to, compute something like that and generate content like that, and do the research actually. So it'd be cool if it was just like, you had a couple clips, like, a short reel of doing something like that, because then it wouldn't take as long as time, like, but yeah, check it out, Chloe versus History. I think there's a lot of people that did like spin-offs of it or try to copy it, um, that did that. So I think definitely it's something that people could check out. Um, yeah, gotta head back this way. Look at that moon. You can still see the moon out. Pretty crazy. Yeah, moon's still out. All right, guys. So yeah, anybody here tuning in? Where are you guys tuning in from? Yeah. So today my plan is I don't know. Still haven't checked my emails to see if anybody responded from yesterday. Yesterday I reached out to about probably about like 10 people that connected with me on Web Summit that could potentially be media partners, and then today gonna finish reaching out to those people. Um, I really broke down and got clear about what dayNumber is and how we're gonna go about building it in terms of like I want it to be like kind of like how you have voice notes, where you could just make notes throughout your day about what's going on. So that's why I think it'd be really cool, to um, have your journey documented as you're building something, as you're on your way to generate billions of dollars and impacting billions of lives. So yeah, if you are a founder and you want to document your journey with me, I'm already doing it on YouTube and then also on dayNumber as well. So Adam, hello, I have a Nintendo Switch. Okay, nice. Welcome. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, but is it fun? Max, hey, Max, no, hey, no. Sorry, hold on 1 second, Max. No, no. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, guys. Hey, Max, come on. Hey, Max, come on. Max, come on. Sorry, what's up, guys? Just have to. My dog likes to say hi to other dogs, of course. All right, where's everyone tuning in from today? It's finally uh, better weather out right now. It's still a little chilly, but I know the one thing in Canada is like, you you you're always gonna have weather that people don't like. It's either too hot, too cold, too wet. You can complain about any weather around the world, right? But I think the main thing is you gotta know like the seasons are coming, right? And whatever season it is, um, you're just gonna have to deal with it because you chose to live there, right? I get that if you're a kid or you're younger, you don't choose to live there, but as an adult, you have the choice, really, to move wherever you want, right? Unless you're in prison, right? But if you're not in prison, you're watching this, um, you have the ability to move wherever you want, right? I believe anything's possible, and so that's why nowadays, on the with AI and everything, and all the abilities that we have to build companies, and we have the technology that we have, there's no reason why you can't find something that actually impacts like potentially a billion people and generate billions of value, right? So oh sorry. Max, don't. No, Max. Oh, oh, look at that tree. That's a crazy tree. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I don't want to stay on too much longer. Usually I would have something to talk about. The main thing I was talking about, really, I got distracted there because my dog was going crazy over another dog. Um, but yeah, the main thing is, hey, welcome everyone. Oh yeah, I was talking about how like, you know, knowing that the seasons will come. You can complain in any weather. You could live anywhere around the world. You have the choice, right? Especially as an adult, to live anywhere. So the fact that we complain about the weather here in Canada, you know, it's like it's so ridiculous. I don't know why I even complain, right? So, but anywhere in the world you could do that. Somebody in a place where it never rains, they'll be like, oh man, it's so dry out. There's no rain. And then we're a place where it's raining. Oh, it's always raining, right? So just like in your founder journey or an entrepreneur, there's going to be seasons that come. There's going to be highs and lows, ups and downs, right? Um, and that's why it's good to read autobiographies and biographies of people that have what you want and have been where you are. And really, when you look at those stories, and that's why I really, in the beginning of 283 days ago, or 84 days ago, I wanted to create a documentary series of people that have gone to from broke to billions, basically. And because I wanted you to see like the journey, and know what to expect. That it's not going to be a straight path forward to going from broke to billions. It's going to be a lot of like ups and downs. And so when you expect that, you prepare yourself mentally for that. You won't quit, and that's why I do this. That's why I do a day number. That's why I keep track of how many days I'm building, because subconsciously I know, okay, I gotta keep doing something today to keep going. I'm not gonna quit, right? I'm not somebody who quits, right? So if you're somebody who is building somebody and doesn't want to quit, or you're just not somebody who does quit, like, yeah, go hop on the platform dayNumber.io. Love to have you there. Um, and yeah, and just documenting your journey every single day will show yourself when you look back. You'll be like, oh my gosh, like look at all these things that happen, and how the person that I'm becoming, or how the company's becoming, and everything else. You get to reflect, um, where you're at and where you're going and where you've been, and you'll see that it's not never a straight line, right? So on your journey from broke to billions yourself, be prepared. you know yeah, it's okay to be complacent sometimes or feel any emotions that you want sometimes. But just know that those seasons are coming. The ups and downs are coming. It's not always going to be a straight path. In the beginning, you're going to be like, oh man, there's nobody wanting my product. And then there's too many people wanting your product. You can't serve all of them. Um, so there's going to be different problems at different stages. So I was just walking down the street now. This is why it's noisy. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I go live every single day. I know it's noisy right now. But yeah, shout out to Adam, God Eater, Susi, and Inayati. Anybody that liked and subscribed. So thank you guys, and I'll see you guys again. This is day number 284, and I'm out.